Liverpool's Champions League ambitions were ended after they lost on penalties to an outstanding PSG side after a night of drama at Anfield. PSG, needing to claw back a 1-0 deficit from the first leg at home, demonstrated how they have matured under coach Luis Enrique as they knocked out a Liverpool side touted as favourites to win the tournament. Ousmane Dembele's early goal provided the platform for the turnaround, with Liverpool unable to break the French visitors down, while PSG were a constant threat. PSG's victory over Toulouse was thoroughly deserved, with keeper Gianluigi Donnarumma emerging as their hero in the shootout, saving from Darwin Núñez and Curtis Jones before Desire Doué hammered home the winning spot kick in front of joyous fans. Liverpool made a lightning-fast start in an attempt to extend that first-leg advantage, with Mohamed Salah twice coming close in front of the Kop, which was an expectant mood. With Liverpool making the running, there was always the chance PSG's outstanding strike force could punish them on the counter, and so it proved after only 12 minutes. With a large helping hand from the home defense, Bradley Barcola's cross was routine, but a communication breakdown between Alisson and Ibrahima Konate proved costly, the defender knocking the ball out of the keeper's reach for Dembele to pounce from almost on the goal line. PSG had other opportunities but could not cash in, Alisson rushing out to save at the feet of Dembele and Kvaratskhelia firing off target when well placed. Liverpool mounted sustained pressure to the break but struggled to break down PSG's resilient rearguard, although it took a fine clawing save from Donnarumma to keep out Luis Diaz's header, while substitute Jarell Quansah struck the post and Dominic Szoboszlai had an effort ruled out for offside. PSG were by far the better side in extra time, with Alisson making a magnificent save from Dembele before Liverpool's fate was sealed on penalties. Liverpool players slumped to the turf in disappointment as the fates and fortunes of the Champions League were illustrated in this thrilling last 16 tie that provoked all the emotions on a classic European night at Anfield. Arne Slot's side have barely broken stride as they top the Champions League table and race 15 points clear in the Premier League. But this is the biggest setback Liverpool and their Dutch coach have suffered this season. Ironically, Liverpool played much better in defeat at Anfield than they did when winning in the Parc des Princes in the first leg. But that was no consolation, as this time luck did not smile on them as they were denied by the woodwork and then on penalties, when Donnarumma's expertise came to the fore. And most of all, they were frustrated by a top-class PSG side who are shaping up as potential Champions League winners. Anfield provided its usual thunderous atmosphere, but Liverpool could not quite deliver, looking leggy and second best in the added 30 minutes. Liverpool will need to recover swiftly, with the Carabao Cup final against Newcastle United at Wembley on Sunday, but this was a defeat that will hurt deeply as they would have had Champions League expectations far beyond the last 16. PSG's fearless approach in the usual cauldron of European night at Anfield demonstrates how the transition from the era of signing superstars to a more considered approach is reaping its reward. Luis Enrique's side could barely believe they lost the first leg in Paris after overpowering Liverpool until Harvey Elliott's late goal. There was no way they were going to dominate to such an extent here, but they refused to take a backward step in search of the result that would take them through. PSG eventually made their way through on penalties, but Liverpool followed Manchester City in feeling the growing power of side that is shaping up as a serious Champions League force. The so-called bling-bling era of Lionel Messi, Kylian Mbappé and Neymar is in the past, replaced by a younger, more cohesive team that will be a huge threat to anyone they face. Dembele is finally fulfilling all his potential, while the signing of Georgia winger Kvaratskhelia gives PSG an added attacking dimension. And in Donnarumma, they had a keeper who repeated his penalty shootout heroics of the Euro 2020 final for Italy against England at Wembley to send Liverpool out. He had a mixed night, and was at fault for Elliott's goal in the first leg, but here he was the hero as PSG secured a landmark win. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel, thank you. Lamine Yamal delivered an unforgettable performance in the Champions League round of 16 second leg against Benfica, leaving his mark on the competition with a historic achievement. The young Barcelona talent became the youngest player ever to both score and assist in the same match in the tournament's history, further cementing his growing reputation on the biggest stage. The match was filled with intensity, and Yamal made his presence felt early on. In the 11th minute, he demonstrated exceptional vision and composure in midfield. After receiving the ball in a central position, he skillfully maneuvered past to opponents before delivering a perfectly timed pass to Raphinha. I have to thank Raphinha, who was attentive and was able to catch my shot and score. He is having a very good season and I am happy for him, he said. Yamal's brilliance did not stop there. In the 26th minute, he produced a moment of individual brilliance that will be remembered for years to come. Starting from the right flank, he drove forward with determination, weaving his way into the box. With a well-placed and precise shot, he sent the ball past Benfica goalkeeper Anatoly Trubin, restoring Barcelona's lead at 2-1. Yes, I think it's my best goal. I would put it on a par with the one I scored at the European Championship against France. Beyond his contributions on the pitch, Yamal expressed his ambition for the team, emphasizing that they are competing in multiple tournaments and striving to win every possible title. "We are going to go for all the titles. We are competing and we are showing it," he said. Raphinha also addressed the media following the victory, reinforcing the confidence within the team. He highlighted the importance of staying focused, acknowledging that they were prepared for Benfica's strong approach to the match. "We knew that Benfica would come out strong and we knew what we had to do to win the match. We were focused on that. We had the result in our favor and we had a good first half." The Brazilian winger also praised Yamal's performance, recognizing his immense quality and influence in the game. "Lamin's goal is spectacular. It shows what he is. A player with tremendous quality. We just have to win with him," he said. Lastly, he reaffirmed Barcelona's status as a strong contender for every trophy available this season. "We are candidates to win everything," he affirmed. Barcelona's performance against Benfica showcased their attacking prowess, tactical discipline, and hunger for success. With young talents like Lamine Yamal stepping up in crucial moments, the team continues to build momentum in their pursuit of silverware. Holding a 3-0 lead on aggregate, Bayern Munich was never going to panic in the return leg at Bayer Leverkusen. The Bavarians played a confident, smart game and took advantage of Bayer Leverkusen's desperation to win a convincing 2-0 match over the home side. Everything went exactly as expected with Vincent Kompany's lineup. Right now, we can really only argue about left wing, and that is probably futile. Bayer Leverkusen came out extremely fast and was playing with an urgency that was not present in the first leg. Within 10 minutes, Konrad Laimer and Kingsley Coman had picked up yellow cards. Bayern Munich was not exactly flat, but it was clear that it was going to have trouble matching Bayer Leverkusen's energy level if it did not flip a switch pretty quickly. Musiala was sent on a break in the 22nd minute, but held on to the ball too long before eventually losing it. Kane and allies were streaking down the field to his right. At that point, it could be safely assumed that it was not going to be in top form. Coman had a golden opportunity in the 29th minute to put the tie away with a goal, but he missed wide of near post. At a minimum, Harry Kane's mobility still looks really good. The Englishman could be past his bout with calf issues. Leon Goretzka probably saved a goal in the 33rd minute with a challenge on Patrick Schick after Dayot Upamecano had fallen. In the 52nd minute, Bayern Munich finally got on the scoreboard with a nicely played goal plus some poor defending from Harry Kane on a free kick from Joshua Kimmich. That was it. That was the tie. Kingsley Coman had to leave the game in the 58th minute after sustaining what looked like a knock after some contact from Jonathan Tah. If you want to take a positive out of the match aside of Bayern Munich's ability to just deal with the match, it is that Jonas Erbig again looked the part of a starting goalkeeper. In the 71st minute, Bayern Munich took a 2-0 lead 5-0 on aggregate on a goal from Alphonso Davies after a beautiful pass from Kane. It will not show up in the stat sheet, but Serge Gnabry put in a really nice shift. Overall, Bayern Munich did what it needed to do and did not show any weaknesses. As desperate as Bayer Leverkusen was, it could never get on track or seriously threaten Bayern Munich. All in all, this was as impressive a tie win as the Bavarians have had in quite some time. If you are a Bayern Munich fan, you are likely very proud of the effort you saw and assuredly looking forward to seeing what the Bavarians will do against Inter Milan. Please, like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.